Prepare for battle.
We'll see how it pans out. By the way, do you have your microphone enabled in Dota TV? Motpax is letting me know that there might be an issue with that.
Well,
hopefully we get that sorted out.
Let me try now.
Okay. Sometimes
Hopefully
it's finicky.
Yeah, I switched. I turned it off and on again for open mic. So.
All right. Well, that's all we can really do, guys. Well, we're gonna see right now. Virtus.Pro are heading to their own jungle. On the other side of things, just a safe lane, tri-lane coming out from Goomba. They're just gonna throw everybody in their lanes already. Chill's gonna. That is a giant axe for that Centaur Warrunner. My God, thing's huge. We have 2 giant axes in this game.
Yeah, that actually is really outsized. That's wild.
30 seconds.
It's a bit unnecessary, Chill. That's all right. Listen, you got 8 tangos, you got a salve, giant axe. You're good to go in this lane, in the top lane. We'll see how things pan out. So here we go for Goomba's squad on the Radiant side. Chill's going to be your Centaur Warrunner. We'll have in the mid lane Exist playing Tinker, as we've mentioned, one of his favorite heroes to play currently. EDE playing the Skywrath Mage. We're going to have Gasha on the Visage, and that does leave RMN on your Drow Ranger, and that'll be the squad of Goomba.
All right, and on the Dire side, it's Virtus.Pro Polar. Looks like it's going to be DK Phobos in mid as usual. He's playing Viper. Looks like he's going to get a level 1 DD. That'll make it a pretty annoying lane for Tinker to start out with. The tri-lane top is going to be Lil supporting on the Elder Titan. It's going to be Mag. Looks like jungling as Axe. Yeah, jungling as Axe. And then, okay, sorry, it's a safe lane Viper. Support FNG on the Venge, and then mid Warlock for Illidan.
They are just going to sack this off lane because they have the jungling axe, and yeah, it's interesting.
That's probably the right call, right? You've got a Visage Skywrath Drow lane. Like, you're probably going to die multiple times in that lane. You're not going to be able to be very disruptive. So I think sacking it is maybe the right call.
Yeah, I don't know how much harm you would actually get, let alone being able to survive in the lane, like you mentioned. Yeah, I think that this is a good decision. Meanwhile, mid lane, Lil's going for the courier snipe, man. He knows. But where is the courier? Is it in the base? Is it in the well? I don't see it. Oh, it's actually top lane. They see it now. Lil is going to try to kill this courier and make the Tinker's life a miserable living hell. But I don't know if he sees this. He's not going to get there in time.
It's hard to even get all the way over there.
I don't think they saw him. Regardless, it might go mid still. Exist is going to buy his bottle soon.
It might honestly be worth this Elder Titan waiting. Yeah, he might wait it out. Yeah, there's no real reason to have him in lane right now. Like, they're not going to get this kill, so he might as well just try to snipe the courier. Because the upside potential of that is so huge, as you said. Because it just ruins Tinker's laning, which is already not super favored.
Yeah, if you get the courier with the bottle on it, that I don't know if you outright lose the game, but I mean he's actually he might die. Really Astral Spirit, is this gonna be first blood? They didn't even need it. Lil gets the kill. Oh my God, Exist is salty. He probably will get his bottle though, and the courier will not die. Oh,
I guess the question is that actually worth compared to getting the courier snipe?
He's not farming, and Illidan is having a great time. I don't know, man. I can't tell.
No, I mean, it's worth just for the humiliation.
Well, the Shadow Word keeps him alive. The right click, Illidan. Oh my God, he baited in a lot coming out from Exist, and he's actually, well, he does have the bottle, but Illidan's got to be careful. He might need to ferry something out. Meanwhile, Phobos in the top lane does get the kill on Shield. The Centaur Warrunner looks like they just right-clicked him down and used Magic Missile as well. Yeah,
not super safe play from Centaur there. He just kind of came up and let himself take a lot of damage. Keep in mind, he doesn't have return right now. So, and he doesn't have boots, so he's going to be slow and trying to get away from a Viper who already has poison attack and double nether toxin. Obviously in this lane there's absolutely no point to him having corrosive, so.
This is not a good start for Goomba though. They are getting plenty of farm bottom for the Dro. In fact, she's the top in CS, no surprise there, but might look to go on shield again as FNG's in the trees nearby. His clarity is done. Just a right click there to cancel it quickly, and then they'll back away, and then DK Phobos continues to farm, so.
No, I don't know. I mean, as you, I think, were basically saying, I'm definitely feeling Polar's draft more this game. I just think they have a lot of options. Mag is going to live. Alright, yeah, he's fine. He already has Tranquil Bits done, so his jungling is going to be a lot better once those are in his inventory.
Yeah, and then he could just kind of go to work and...
Yeah.
Oh, they have one stack over here in the medium camp, but that's it. And that is not much. Top lane, Centaur, in some trouble. Poison attack. I knew he was getting got on, and I caught the end of the kill, but they just poison attack him down, and with Nether Toxin and obviously Wave of Terror, it's more than enough. Axe goes down to the neutral creep. He did
It's
buy,
definitely
so
intentional.
yeah, that was intentional. We knew that was going to happen, and he'll be back in the jungle in just a little bit of time, so no big deal.
I just think VP's draft is so versatile that like they're just sort of they haven't needed the Elder Titan in lane at all, so he's been able to be disruptive, to get first blood, and to even soak up some XP off lane and maintain vision control. And they've still gotten 2 kills on Centaur.
The Centaur is definitely not having a good time. They could try to gank Exist again and make sure he's really shut down. Again, he's only at 9 last hits. Like, look at that deny coming up from Warlock. I thought that would have gone to Exist, but just the attack animation for the Tinker is not nearly as good as it is against this Warlock. And
yeah,
by the way,
thing about Warlock is he's actually a really, really dominating 1v1 laner, right? Good animation, great base damage, and like Shadow Word just counters so much harass. But maybe they can gank, but I don't even know.
yeah, they're going to come in. He's going to get silenced up, and yeah, he's just going to die. Stomp's going to come through. That is 4 heroes, and Mag is going to come in. He's going to try to take somebody. He's going to get Exist, but I mean, he's going to take a bit of damage, maybe. He just throws up the Berserker's Call, and that's it. He backs away. He'll take a little bit of innate experience, and that's actually a pretty big gank coming up from Goomba, although they use a lot of heroes to do so.
I don't think it's that big, just because of what you said. Like, they brought 4 people over, including the offlaner, who is really, really starved, right? So he's still starved. Yeah, they get the kill on Warlock, but the lane is still even favoring Warlock. They didn't prevent Warlock from hitting 6. He literally got it on his first creep back. This is... wow. Old school build here, but they're gonna maybe get Tinker again. Yep. I don't know.
Middle tower
That's the thing,
attack.
like, they spent 4 people to gank, and then all Axe had to do was not leave lane, and he immediately came back and got a kill with the stats
Radiant's
leveling
middle
Warlock.
tower is under attack.
But
Hey.
I'm back.
Oh,
My
you
apologies.
disconnected.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it wasn't good. Either way, we're back into the fray. Mag's gonna get silenced. EDE. Berserker Call? There it is. Yeah, they're gonna get him. They have Thornblade as well. Axe gets the kill. Exist comes in with the laser, and he just hastes out of there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Axe Pick is running the game right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
Already.
Yeah, that's the first thing I see when I get back into the game is Mag
And
already
I
killing
think
somebody.
while you were... So they do get an Elder Titan snipe, but again, these kills that... Okay, they take a tower, so this is actually not totally
Dire's
worthless.
structures
But
are
right after they
fortified.
got the Warlock came back, got 6 with his first creep, and then just
Dire's
threw the rock
bottom
down on
tower
Tinker,
has
and
fallen.
Axe was still there, so they instantly killed Tinker. So, like, the kill on Warlock ended up not doing much of anything, because he immediately got another kill on coming back.
So that's, I mean, he's already having a fantastic game. 4 points to Shadow Word. He has
This
2
is
stat
the most
levels.
Illidan build ever.
Yeah.
Phase boots, stats.
Because why not? Why not have more base damage and, you know,
Sure.
and just everything in general? Like,
It's very Illidan-ish. I think the last time I saw this Warlock build was in like a Purge Plays video several years ago. But honestly,
Back
for
in the
mid,
day.
like, again, you want to crush Tinker in lane, right? Because then you never have to worry about the hero again, more
Yeah.
or less. So like, this is the way to crush him in lane. Like, he wouldn't crush him with upheaval. Like, Shadow Word and stats is gonna do it.
yeah, 16 last hits for Exist at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. That is not good. That is just... That's the best I can put this, is that is not good for Exist right now. They are going to try to gank this Warlock again. They have a smoke, and they might be able to kill him. No Golem. Shadow Word can't get it off. There's the Skyrap Silence, and that is just a lot of flying nukes going his way. It's like a bunch of lasers flying and hitting him in the face, and Illidan will fall, so...
That's a better kill than the last one, because Axe isn't here to counter harass Tinker, so Tinker knows that even when Warlock comes back, he's probably going to be okay. But I do think that these supports need to take some time to help Tinker catch up by stacking. If they don't do that, then I don't know if they do.
Well,
All right, they are
speaking of which,
stacking.
Gosh is doing just that. He's going to stack up the Wild Wing camp, and I mean, that'll provide at least some bonus to the Tinker at this point. The problem is right now is that this game is going to start getting out of control. Axe is going to have a Blink Dagger very soon. I mean, Viper has a Midas, because why not? And he's already dominating this lane to begin with.
Yeah, Axe has
Exists.
money for a blink. So I don't know. I think Axe is going to be... a lot is going to be determined by how Axe's next couple ganks go. But if his first couple blinks all get like a kill or two, I think VP Polar have a very good chance to just snowball out of control, even with the Midas Viper. Like, the Midas is just going to help because he's going to have more levels.
The issue, I think, the only good thing currently for Goomba is that they do have a very farmed Drow Ranger, one that is getting very farmed. There is a Blink Dagger now purchased, it's flying up, but there's a lot of heroes top lane. They're looking to gank DK Phobos, and he doesn't have the Stampede. Meanwhile, Scarlet does go down across the mid lane. Double Edge Phobos will fall. And the Stomp comes in, it does connect. Mag, no Blink Dagger still. He wanted to jump in, but he couldn't do so.
Yeah,
and now
no Blink.
Back
I think somebody
Radiant's
actually...
middle tower is under attack.
And that's gotta be frustrating.
Still gonna get avenged.
Berserker's
Or
Call,
not,
yeah. Drow's gonna come up. Silence does not hit. He has Culling Blade, but he didn't get attacked, so he didn't get any Helix procs coming. Wave of Tear is gonna go through. They're gonna try to wrap around and Magic Missile onto somebody. Nice usage of that Frost there coming in. Mag still has Blink ready to go. Blink, Berserker's Call, and Armen is in some trouble. The Culling Blade jam. Can he get another one? No, it's FNG. Soul Assumption, and obviously Exists nukes coming in. They will get at least the axe out of this, but it's a 2-for-1.
At least Exist is getting kills. He, like, note that the Tinker feels like he has to roam and kill just with brown boots because he's been zoned out so hard by the Phase Boots Warlock in lane. So, thank God he is getting the kills, because if he didn't get the last 2 kills, like, you could basically write this game off. Instead, he's only about 300 off from Travels.
So, I guess it could be worse. I mean, he's still going to have an okay timing for this. Maybe you'd like to have Soul Ring first, I suppose, if you're the Tinker, but...
It's like luxury. I mean, you do need it, absolutely. Like, it's very, very core, but he's like emergency mode. And he is doing, like, it will help him for the, like, teleport to a lane and try to get a kill or try to counter a kill onto Axe, like, even without Soul Ring. But yes, to advance, he definitely is going to get it anyway.
And this is, I mean, the good thing is that the Tinker will be able to stall this game out a bit if they can get to a point where he can start blinking around the map and popping a March, so...
Yeah.
It's certainly not over. The Drow does pick up a Mask Madness, by the way, but he didn't go for that triple Wraithband build that we see all the time on the Drow Ranger. He just goes for the Treads and a Band of Eldritch Kid and also Nikila, so not as much agility.
Probably just the Naked Yasha next, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, Mask is good on her, I think, so it's fine.
I like the item, but I generally like to see a little bit more agility. Blink, Berserker's Call, and that Stampede maybe not working out. Will there be a jam? Absolutely. But Mag is taking a lot of damage. The sound's coming in. Mag is going to fall. Okay, not a bad counter kill coming out as RMN just TPs up and gets a nice rotation.
It's about an equal equity trade, and it's Drow participates in the kill, which is good. I think overall they'll be happy with that. I think she's almost 11. Yeah, one more crit wave and she hits 11. Those ult levels are very important for Drow. I think she's the highest level on the map, so actually that's probably the best news.
And they've gotten her a lot of farm. I mean, if Drow is not at the point where she's at right now, I think if you're Goomba, you're like, well, we just fucking lost, man. But that's not the case. They're okay. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, probably. The thing about the Agi, by the way, is they don't really have, like, ranged auto attackers. Like, yeah, Tinker, kinda, but, like, it's not like Skywrath's auto attacks or something he does.
They're not particularly useful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. As good as that hero may be, his right click is not the best. It's not as good as it could be.
So, like, yeah, if they had, you know, like, if the Viper was on their team, or even, like, a Death Prophet or something, then, yeah, I could see going multi-Wraithband, but yeah, it's kind of irrelevant.
Will picks up a Haste Rune, and Gash is getting zoned out by an illusion. Meanwhile, big Berserker's Call coming in. They will actually kill the birds with Berserker's Call. Wow.
Seems it's highly worth, actually. It's, like, basically the gold of a kill. Plus, like, those things are so disruptive in teamfights. And he just resummoned them. Or no, he resummoned them after.
Yeah, if he gets these kills again, though, and they're down for like 150 seconds, that's just awful. Midas picked up for Illidan. I've seen this. This was the build G went for. It's actually just, it's fun because you get levels quickly and you're going to be able to get up an Aghanim Scepter pretty quick regardless.
I think it's actually good on Warlock in general, and especially good if you're going this build, because, yeah, stats is nice for laning, but all of Warlock's spells are, like, really important. Shadow Word's probably the least important in the long term, so you need more levels than you normally would, so you need Midas.
I honestly like this build a lot. It worked out really well for G, and he wasn't using it for a moment there. He was about to freak out, but he ends up popping it off on a melee creep, and he gets that gold going his way.
If he didn't pop it off, you were gonna pop off on him.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna go crazy. Like that's That's the thing that really, like, it's like OCD from him. Like, use your Midas. Use your Midas. Please use your Midas. It bothers me, but they know what they're doing. He's got the Midas. He's used it as well, and Illidan will continue to farm. Down bottom, it looks like there might be a potential gank from Chill, who is not really close to his Blink Dagger. I guess he's getting closer. It shouldn't be that bad of a timing, but Stampede maybe.
I mean,
they're
he's got 50.
going to go in. Stomp. And yeah, Lil's dead. Nice kill.
And that's another assist for Tinker. He's got Travels, and it looks like Soul Ring should be done off of that, so.
Not bad. That's actually not as bad as it could have been. 13, 14 minutes, and honestly, this could have been a game where he didn't have his bots until 15 minutes in, so.
This was actually strategically really smart from Goomba. Like, a really smart, like, it's a mature call. Like, it seems desperate, but, like, the fact that they executed it so crisply makes it not desperate.
Oh, Aura, man, that is not a good spot to be in. They had vision, clearly. Or actually, I don't think they did. They just came and ganked. I didn't even know he was there.
Like, he's probably there.
That's a pretty big kill.
Well, because they had vision of all the lanes, right?
Yes.
So they know he's not in a lane, so he's either just normally jungling or ancient.
He has a Vit booster, by the way. He's going to pick up the Vanguard. Does he finish the Crimson Guard off after this is the question.
Probably, yeah. Crimson is really, really, really strong against Visage, isn't it?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think, yeah. I mean, the right click of that,
Radiant's
and obviously the
middle
right click.
has fallen.
Did he use Golem for that?
Yeah, he sure did.
It's like I looked over and I'm like, all of a sudden that tower's in. There's a giant burn mark around the area, and they're going to look for the Visage. But gosh, it should be fine. They see a stack. Oh, they can take a stack here. It's not that big of a stack, I suppose, but it's something.
Yeah, they're gonna take it because the splash damage from the Golem should be pretty quick to clear.
And Mag,
and this Visage, did you see how greedy his build is? He's just going Brown Boots, Ags, and nothing else. So I think that makes the Crimson Guard even better, because it's just going to almost nullify the impact of the Aghanims that they're spending, like...
Oh my god. Mag, you are a man, my friend. Where's the follow-up damage? Magic Missile, slam! Axe gets another kill. He is 6-3-1.
This is awful. Like, this Axe pick is really just... It's good against every single hero they have, except, like, kinda Centaur.
They've played very well, Virtus.Pro Polar have, and there is going to be a gank top lane. Maybe Phobos is... I don't know if he's spotted them out. I don't think he has. He's going to back away. He already has his mech, and he also has a point booster as well, so Phobos is suddenly farmed. And in fact, he's the most farmed hero in the game, so Midas paying off.
Yeah, and it's also giving him a couple levels, so he's kept up with Drought. Okay, they get Titan. That's something, but... Oh, okay, they're gonna try to smoke away.
That's not gonna work out. Blank Berserker's call on EDE. No counter Helix procs. There's one. Does get Ancient Sealed. Another concussive shot coming in. DK Phobos, they're gonna try to juke this, but EDE, I think he's dead. Just hits him in the back of the head with his giant axe. But they do get the tower with the Visage Birds at least. Yeah,
actually, tower does matter. They have 2 towers down at this point. They're actually ahead on towers relative to Polar. Although Polar has the mid, which is strategically more valuable. Looks like they're going to rotate. Yeah, if they can get a ton of map control and slow the game down, even though they're against 2 Midases, that's probably what they need to do right now.
Yeah, they've done a nice job, especially with Tinker rotating in and out and trying to take wins, but...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the crisis management from Exist was so good, right? Like, he was like, I'm not going to stick around in a lane where I'm going to get maybe 1 creep per wave. Like, there's no point in me doing this. I'm going to try to get counter kills and counter ganks where I can. And every single one of them worked. He got a kill in every single one of his rotations.
Yeah, it's just not panicking, making sure you do what is necessary in order to stay in the game. Otherwise, this game is over, I think.
A lot of players would just camp and like, spam need stacks in team chat, right?
Yeah, flame your allies and get frustrated. It's kind of the issue. But no, he did what was necessary in order for them to be a part of the game. But now Exist is in the tree line. That's the issue. No Blink Dagger yet for Exist, and if he gets that item, then all of a sudden this game becomes a little bit harder for Virtus.Pro Polar.
DD stats, Phase Boots Warlock hits for 200 and PNP.
That's actually just gross. It's gross. Illidan is just gonna wreck people. The DD is now done, unfortunately, and they're gonna Berserker's call on maybe 2 heroes here. Not just the one. Avoids the Mystic Flare and actually takes a lot of damage. Swap out, Magic Missile coming in. Golem's gonna get popped off as well. They will take down the axe, but it's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Double kill coming out from Exist. Golem coming in. Here comes the Elder Titan Spirit. Marching Machine's pushing them back. They don't want to go any further. Earth Splitter comes in and it misses. I don't think it connected onto RMN, but an interesting trade, 2-for-2, and obviously at Phobos spin there, maybe it gets to be a bit better.
Yeah, I think it was just they took what was a 3v5 and traded 2 for 2.
Yes.
So they did use rock, so that's time spent without that disable the power of gold. And actually, it's a bigger deal too because he has enough money for Ags. So if they had not taken that fight and waited, 30 seconds, he would have a 100-second earlier 2 golems. So I think it's overall good for Goomba.
And on top of that, Visage just finished up his Ag Scepter, so the Naked Ags rush, it's done. Drow Ranger has Yasha, looks like SNY, that's the build that a lot of people have been going for. The Blink Dagger's done for Tinker as well, so they got the items, man.
I think the problem with the... Oh, actually, killing it with him should be pretty easy.
Mystic Flare, Ancient Shield. Yep, Laser comes out. Imagine this a long range on EDE. No follow-up. Blink Berserkers. Mag's getting body blocked. Effigy, move out of the way, buddy. Berserker's Call not there. Battle Hunger. Oh, no. Blink Stomp, Crimson Guard. It's all going poorly now for Polar. They're going to lose 1. They might even lose 2 or 3 more here. Mech comes in. FNG needs to back up, but he is dead as hell. Triple kill for Exist. The Tinker starting to finally work out. Is this going to be their first win with the hero in 6.82? Gosh,
really
I hope so.
Won with it? That's bleak.
Their own 4-man. That was according to Mopax, who, by the way, bailed on us.
It's just really grim. I mean, that was a completely unforced error from Polar. There was absolutely no need to take that fight. I feel like maybe I'm crazy, but I just think even if they win that fight, they gain strategically almost nothing from it.
No, that was not a good issue.
They've also shown that they finished the Crimson Guard, which was information that Goomba didn't know. And it's actually fairly valuable information because of what I said earlier, against the Visage. So now Goomba know that they can't just start a fight against Axe with Visage and one other hero because they won't win by the time somebody comes to reinforce.
Is there any corrosive skin on him? Okay, it's not working. It's not rocking, but regardless, DK Phobos in the top lane. He'll have an Axe pretty soon. Zags Gaming, man. There's 3 heroes with Axe this game. Yeah.
Yeah, at least, right?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else gets it. I'm trying to think.
Maybe if it goes really long and Drow is a huge problem, you might consider ET Ags.
Yeah.
You might consider Axe.
Oh my god, Axe Ags is actually amazing. You just kill people all over the place.
The Wet Boss Axe Bloodstone build is strong.
Is that a build? Is that something Wet Boss does?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my goodness. They will get the kill on Bench. As I look away from her momentarily, she dies. Armin gets the kill, and it's just that easy. And now they transition into Roshan as well, which means... Hey, give me that Aegis. Give me that
This
farm.
should be doable, I think. And it's a really big deal for them, I feel. Having Aegis on, say, Drow means that the Axe's ability to just ruin a fight. Oh, wow.
Chill actually stops the Blink Dagger. That was a nice play. Mag would have blinked in. Chaotic Offering's going to go, and Roche isn't going to take it down yet. Upheaval's going to go in. The Ironman does pick up the Aegis, but he will fall once. They also get the Visage as well. Will they get Ironman again is the question. EDE is TPing away. Berserker's Call, yes, this Roshan might not have been the best idea. They do get 2 quick kills, but they do give the Aegis and Roshan away. All the while, though, they are split pushing bottom.
Really good hustle from Polar there. I for some reason I thought, oh, haha. So that's when your Naked Ags rush really hurts you, right? Because with Medallion, they would probably gotten it about 5 to 7 seconds faster, which might have been enough to just lose Centaur.
So, in the end, they lose 2 heroes, 2 valuable heroes at that, and losing the Aegis as well. So that the Roshan gives them some gold and some experience that helps out a little bit. It stops the bleeding, but then the fight does give Virtus.Pro Polar a little bit of gold back going their way.
I mean, it's a not Aegis on the other team, right?
Yes.
It's worth. Polar's got a pretty strong death ball with a Viper. I mean, they have a mech, and Goomba certainly doesn't, right? So their death ball is definitely stronger. And yeah, so I think taking the Ags away from them has some value. Tinker finished Bloodstone. That's pretty cool.
He's caught up decently. He's at the 10,000 net worth. Everyone is right around 10,000 net worth, top 4 at least. So
no, I think this is definitely still winnable for Goomba, just because of taking good fights and the Tinker catch up.
Virtus.Pro Polar maybe not taking too many good fights, but
yeah, they definitely. I mean, with Axe, you always want to, right? You always want to take that extra fight to just slam and jam.
It's hard not to, man.
It's
hard. You have an R button.
Sure.
You have a giant ass sword axe thing.
You do.
You want to kill people.
That's my favorite axe. I really like that one.
What is this thing? Inscribed Nightmare Blade. Yeah, I don't know where this is from, but it seems pretty nifty.
It's just a random cosmetic. It's not from anything.
Okay. That's something I want to maybe purchase at some point in time.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-cent one.
Oh, easy. I'm buying that thing. Give me that. Oh. TK Phobos in the mid lane. They pick up a Blade of Alacrity, maybe a Manta stop being purchased up for the Viper at some point in time, or at least Yasha. We'll see.
I think Manta's actually really good here, right? Because you can remove silence and you can remove just various effects. You can dodge
bottom
some
tower
things.
is under attack.
Well, it could pan out, assuming he gets there in time. They still have a long ways to go, obviously, but both teams not really putting pressure on either of them yet.
Yeah, I think Polar, instead of trying to take some of the like 3v4s and stuff, could have just 5-man taken some towers. I feel like tier 1 top and tier 1 bottom could be down by now, but maybe I'm crazy. I mean, obviously it's Tinker, right? So he stalls like nothing doing. I'm
surprised they actually haven't taken that tier 1 in both of those lanes, but that's something we'll look to rectify, hopefully.
Yeah, it's not enough. They haven't even tried, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly could go for it. That was one. Viper Strike on Nagashi. He knows he's alone currently. He's going to try to TP out, and he actually should make it. Yeah, he will survive. He does take a bit of poison, but it was a smart play.
I wonder if Agi Treads would have done it. No, probably not. He still would have lived.
I think he would have. It would have been even closer of a call, but yeah. He makes it out of there alive currently. Lil and TK Phobos and everybody kind of just sitting around.
Yeah, I think that a slower paced game is really good for Goomba, right? Like, Drow more so. I mean, it's never not a dangerous game for Drow. Like, she always has to be really, really, really careful. Oh, did Tinker dodge a gank with Bloodstone?
He did, it looks like.
Nice. But I feel like Drow is, I mean, she's the best scaling person on the map, more or less, right? I mean, like, yeah, she tapers off after 16, but so does Viper.
Dire's structures are fortified.
She's going to be going for, I believe, an Assault Cross, more than likely.
That's what it looks like. I mean, I guess, I haven't seen too many Drow Mjolnirs. I feel like AC's probably better.
I think so.
Because AC's going to nullify a lot of Axis damage and Venge and Viper.
I think it's the smart decision here. I mean, I don't know what else. You build Butterfly, but how is that going to help you against some of these heroes against Stack specifically?
Yeah, I feel like it's not a Butterfly game. Even if she has the money for it, I maybe would still go to confusing just to get rid of rocks.
The Golems, there will be 4 of them at some point in time, as there is a Perseverance. Berserker's Call, that was in the Yolmo, I believe, for Axe. He's just jumping it up. He's going to build a BKB next, and all of a sudden that BKB comes online. Maybe it's more difficult because a lot of the magic damage is doing the work in this game for Goomba. I mean, Drow's right click is not really doing as much as you would think yet.
Also, if Axe jumps on Drow, then her right click won't do much of anything. So, once you have BKB, if he jumps on Drow, then
nice kill on the Phobos down bottom. They jump with Chill with the Blink Dagger Stomp, and then Exist TP's in as well. Throws a Blazer and gets involved in it's a Bloodstone charge as well. So, okay, they're getting kills across the map. They've almost tied up the kill score, and suddenly Tinker is the leading net worth hero. He's probably got he's got plenty of CS as well.
He's got Dagon. That's pretty good, I think.
Standard. They're gonna smoke top though. They're looking to an engage here, and Illidan does have his gold. It's level 3 now, and he's got the little Agams and no refresher yet, but he's getting close. So if it's gonna be forced, they want to try to get somebody up here so they can jump on them, like Gasha. Tinker's just gonna sit in the trees and continually spam March as well as his lasers and rockets. Almost just rockets.
I bet that Warlock kill is dope. It's just canceling.
He literally just hits. He takes all of it to the face. They take the tower. So it was a good try from them to stall with the Tinker, but. Nice play from Illidan to make sure that they get the tower and back off. And that actually provides a full refresh orb at 27 minutes to Illidan Storm Rage.
That is crazy. That's very, very fast.
It was, yesterday was 22 minutes for G, which actually just blew my mind. So.
That is also pretty disturbing. I mean, yeah, that is hard to play against. That gives you tremendous 5-manning potential, and four golems take a Rax pretty damn fast as well.
They really do. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. They can not only win a fight and kill everybody, but buildings just crumble at their feet.
Yeah. So at this point, I don't know. I mean, I think it's about Warlock as extreme targeting priority. Like, don't even take a fight if you don't think you can initiate on the Warlock.
Speedy initiation. Phobos is gonna get swapped out, but he dies anyways, and I think FNG might have just killed himself. He's hoping he's accomplished.
Here we go.
Golem's gonna go though. The Earth Splitter. Chill is dead. Stampede double Golem now coming in. Berserker Skull. He misses. Armed is gonna get. He might get Berserker called here. Yule Scepter comes up and Battle Hunger did come out. That actually slowed him down, and Armen is going to take a spill. So in the end, it is a 2-for-2 trade, but great turnaround fight coming up. Like, what can they get done with these golems? They're still alive for a bit.
Take tier 1 at least.
They're going to head straight towards the jungle for whatever reason, try to find somebody out with at least 2 of them. The other 2 are going to take tier 1, like you mentioned. March is going to go, and it's actually annoying him quite a bit, but it should be okay.
I think he should be able to take the tower through March, because Tinker doesn't have.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't he not have a soul ring? Yeah, he doesn't have a. Oh, he does have bloodstone, so I don't know. He can always threaten this tower.
He's got to head top, actually, with the Visage Birds, and he's going to try to just continue to push that in. So the tier 1 should fall, although the golems are about to die. And he's blocking camps as well. He took camps and blocked them with his other
He
golems.
definitely gets the tower. No backdoor.
Oh, maybe not. The tower's still in some trouble, and Illidan's going to get missing flared. Illidan is going to fall. Exist
really
defends it.
Stayed.
They're going to deny the tower.
Radiant's bottom
Wow.
That was questionable. He could have just stayed and died and taken the tower. Instead he dies and gets it denied. I don't know.
That's not what you're looking for if you're Illidan.
Yeah, overall, for considering you used 4 golems and you can only do that once every 3 minutes, that wasn't that great. But keep in mind, that was a fight where they were completely, like, gone on. They were completely surprised, and they still traded evenly. And yeah, it was denied, but they did get a tower in terms of map control. So that just shows you that if they started a fight on their terms 5v5, just how dominant the golems would be.
Yeah, that's been something that they've been struggling to do in the past couple of minutes, so is just try to find a fight in their terms, which...
I agree. I mean, they've got no vision, right? Like, where's their vision?
There's no gem on the other side, is there? I don't think so. Oh, there is. Actually, EDE has it, and so maybe that's going to be the reason why they get so much map control in.
I mean, they are a little bit melee heavy. They have support who's melee, but even so, I think they could have a better vision presence, especially on their side.
There's the defusal, but it's not the hero we thought. It's going to be coming out from the Visage first and foremost. So one of those golems is dead every couple of seconds. You have to really, I think, take down Gasha as quickly as possible so you can't defuse all of your freaking golems. So it's going to be kind of unfortunate.
That's great. That freeze draw off, obviously, to make her choice item. This has just been He's got 93 last hits. That's a crap ton for a support role. He's got more than his offlaner. So this is like a 4-position center and a 3-position visit.
Dire's top tower.
He's actually, he's put a lot of pressure on the map elsewhere. He's doing what most good Visage players do and just sending the birds across the map, split pushing and keeping them alive and making sure they don't get jumped on.
So top tower is under attack.
I think at this point, okay, they get a free kill on the Titan as well.
It's just a nice. I don't think they even no Stampede use, just Blink Dagger, Stomp, and all the EDE's mana coming in. Just pop the Arcane Bolts back off. They're just.
Polar was in the process of trying to reestablish vision, which they now have, which is great. But they're sniping. They're using the courier to snipe the godlike ward spot here. Nice. So yeah, they're still keeping vision denied. I think Goomba are strategic. Oh no, RMN got spotted.
Now here we go.
What can Odin do though?
Roll him. RMN, refresher. They want to kill him desperately, and they're going to do so. 4 staff on one of those golems just to keep him alive. Viper Strike coming in now. Blink coming through as well. Upheaval, but it does stop as he does stomp it away. And Chill gets off a double X, but does go down. Illidan getting a double kill. They pick off 3. Yeah. They can even head into Roche, although they are split pushing with Exist, but that should not be an issue.
No, Roche is totally free if they want it. That was incredibly unlucky for RMN, but also, I was just saying he doesn't. That was a pretty risky move by him, even if Illidan wasn't right there. But once he saw Illidan, you know he had that sinking feeling, oh well.
I might be dead here.
This Roche plan was not. Yeah.
I mean, I understand that you want that Aegis, but that is not a good situation to be in. And this will be an Aegis for probably Illidan. Yeah, he has room for it. He's going to pick it up. 32 minutes into the game, and well, they get back into it.
That's a really, really rough fight to lose for Goomba. That's basically the one thing they didn't want to happen right now. It totally puts Virtus.Pro's VP Polar's train back on the tracks.
Radiant's
the way
bottom tower is under attack.
So VP Polar now, and I imagine that Illidan's going to get a Hex next. That seems to be the next item that's generally good for Warlock. You have double Hex, double Golem. I mean, I don't know if you really need anything other than Hex at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Hex is probably best, right? I don't know. Shiva's is an option, but I think Hex is very, very strong. Sometimes you get BKB just to make sure you don't get disabled before you can do it.
BKB with Mag seems to get jumped on. There's the same thing as well, and Mag has to try to blink away. Berserker's Call is going to go just to make sure he stays alive. And here's the rest of his team. Viper Strike swap out. Earth Splitter destroys everybody. They slam one. They're going to try to bring down Armin. There's the silence of the DK Phobos. They have no gold, but Armin is going to take a spill. Gosh, he's going to get stopped up, jammed instead. Double kill for Mag. Exist is godlike, though, all of a sudden. They're going to try to punch him dead. FNG goes down. Illidan with no gold. They'll try to bring him down. He's going to rearm himself. He's going to deny. He will not give that gold away. He is beyond godlike, and he does kill himself. 4 for 3 exchange when it's all said and done, but really just a 3 for 3.
That's funny. Yeah, because he was 1 and 2, and now he's 11 and 4. But both of his last deaths were Bloodstone denies. That's funny. Overall, good for Polar, right? Because they didn't use any golems, and they I think it's fair to say won that fight.
They didn't have them, and that's without golems. If you take a 4-man wipe and you don't have golems, you're in a pretty good position, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna be tough. The thing is, Tinker, yeah, his catch-up was great. Yeah, he's got 18k, but this is the thing with Tinker. Like, you have 18k and you're still like, okay, then he just come on.
I don't know if this is the best idea. They might kill Illidan, but Aegis.
He's got Aegis.
They defused one of the golems. He's not gonna pop the other one. He blinks away in time. Okay, well, he's actually fine with that. Oh, Yules. No, they're going to catch out the Visage. Stomp goes as well. Big Stomp coming in from the Centaur, but now they're going to stump up. They're going to swap out Armin. Berserker's Call. He's going to get counter helix down as well. They're going to right-click him, slams him up. Gosh is going to get caught out as well. Another slam going in. Mag with the double kill, and the only thing that they could have gone better is if they had gotten Exist, honestly, but instead they're going to go for the tier 2 tower now.
Yeah, that was once they saw that the Drow was in range to actually do something about it, turned like slightly questionable until you go full throttle on it.
And they're jumping in. X up. Music player. But Mag comes in, counter helix. There's no follow up. EDE is gonna fall. They pop up the BKB. Mag is going to work. They miss the upheaval. Berserker's Call on cooldown. No matter for any other ability from Mag. Stampede and Chill will get out. And that could have been a lot. Well, it's pretty bad at this point for Goomba.
Well, they did lose Tinker, so like they could have lost Tinker, but it's still, yeah, it's definitely very, very difficult. Drow, because she's died. I mean, this is obviously the downside of Mask, right? It means that if they do swap you into a fight, if they do catch you, you're going to die extremely quickly before anybody on your team can do anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, AC gives you some defense, but not enough to compensate. So losing Drow so many times to the point where she's now only 13k net worth at 36 minutes means that too much rides on Tinker, right? Like he becomes overburdened. Like, I don't know, like when this hero takes 90% of farm off the map, like you need him to do 90% of your damage and be 90% of your utility, and I just don't think he can do that.
I mean, and this might be one of those games where he can take over, especially when BKBs start getting low, but we've only seen one BKB come out for the Dire side. It's going to be Axis, and eventually he will be down to 5 seconds, but I mean, it's very tough to kill a lot of these heroes. You have Corrosive Skin on the Viper, obviously. You're looking at Axe with his BKB, which we talked about. The biggest kill, I think, is going to be Illidan, but he's also very tanky. 2.4k HP. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Warlock, like, his stat gain is, like, really good, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2.5 strength per level. Like, that's very, very good for, like, a guy who you like intuitively think of as squishy. It's only like, yeah, it's only 0.1 less than Venge's, and Venge got like a huge buff, remember, to your strength gain?
Yeah.
So yeah, like he's beefy, and he has items because he played mid, so, and he has levels.
It's another point
I don't
booster.
know, it'll be difficult. I'm not saying Exist can't do it, but it's gonna be really, really, really hard.
The Scotty Warlock coming out, I think. I'm pretty sure.
No, totally, right? Like, what's he gonna make? Bloodstone? It's gonna definitely Scotty.
What a player.
What a player, right?
And I mean, that's going to make him even tankier, too. He already has 2.6k. And they're just going to go for the high ground. Professor shot on the Mag. He can BKB at some point if he wants to jump in. But at this point, they are split pushing top, so you have to make a decision on, do we either go or do we back up? And it looks like they might just go. Chill was trying to force something there, but it's kind of awkward. Stomp's going to go, and he actually avoids it with Stampede. Top lane, Tier 3 tower's gonna get assaulted. TP's coming back in, and the Visage Birds, they cancel the TP. The Golem comes in on the backside, though. Another Golem, and they are trying to take Gashi down. The Hex didn't go. They might Hex up Armen. Did he use it already? No, he's not in range. The Silence is gonna go. Illidan hexes him up. Armen didn't know it was there. He's getting right-click down. He's gonna try to speed himself away. He's gonna Mask of Madness. Blink forward, Shadow Word, and Armen is dead. Illidan solo kills. He doesn't even need his Golems. He gets a double kill. He could have honestly held those and it'd be fine. And they're both dead for about, well, at least 40 seconds for the Visage and Blink Stomp, and that's when they have buyback, by the way. Except for the DK Bubbles, Berserker's Call. Eul Scepter, kind of the wrong timing there coming out. I believe that the Eul's coming out from the Elder Titan, so sort of awkward. They're trying to cut the creep wave, it looks like, coming out from these Visage birds.
Really clever little play from Illidan there. He showed with the Scotty, the point booster, so they saw that he didn't have TP in his inventory. He took a TP off the courier, put his point booster on Avenge, so she says water right now, and then TP back, because they didn't think that Warlock would TP back. Obviously, like, they'd be scared of Warlock and would stop it, like they wouldn't try to take the 2 or 3 otherwise.
That was a solid play from Illidan, honestly.
Bottom tower is under attack.
They hold the base. The tier 3 tower getting assaulted bottom, though. This is the issue. Visage Bird, man. This is ridiculous. Like, honestly, and this is without the tower, too. Like, they put so much pressure on that tier 3 tower already.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they have to do, and that's very, very smart. The downside, of course, of Warlock having to use all 4 golems for the base defense against Visage and Drow is that they then can't use it to take high ground, so... The combination of the Tinker stall and the split push, I mean, that's their strat, right? So, I mean, it's good that they're not so behind that they can get to her.
FNG getting jumped on, but Exist is now hexed up as well. Berserker's Call is going to go. There's the upheaval. He is very fast, though. Now he's going to get cut out. They will go down, but it's a deny again coming out from that Tinker. They can't seem to find the actual kill on that hero.
Well, because they don't have any burst, right? Like, it's... if they can't get him to cull range, and it's off cooldown, he's always going to be able to do it.
So he stays alive and denies himself. He has no buyback, though, for 35 seconds, and looks like this might be go time. Warlock ult still down for 30 seconds. Double Warlock ult down for 50, but I don't think they need to take at least this tier 2 tower. They're going to force the glyph out. The courier does go down. That was, I think, Chill getting it. The Eul Scepter coming out the Hex as well. They might kill him. Stomp's going to connect. The Scotty, the upheaval, the Stomp, and now he's going to try to TP out, and he actually might make it here. Eul Scepter's not there. He just TP's away. Meanwhile, the base is assaulted. Range racks are going to fall first. The Visage is down bottom with Drow. Shiva's Guard's going to go. Berserker's Call as well. EDE Ghost Scepters it up. They'll stay alive. BKB now pops up. RMN getting Viper stricken. They'll back away. Mag says, listen, let's hightail it out of here. Blink Stomp. Mag has BKB, but he's not popping it. Dang, and FNG next up. And this could be an issue here for Virtus.Pro Polar. DK Phobos now getting hexes as well. Exist just popping hexes off like there's no tomorrow. And DK Phobos is going to get soul substitute. He's going to hit it up another hex and another laser. But here comes the Golems. Or pressure orb. Pops another one. Blink can't exist. He can't TP away. The Scotty's going through. He's going to try to get out here. They're going to turn their attention to RMN instead. RMN is just trying to man up, but this is not his fight. Maybe it is. The Visage Birds, the Dagon, and Illidan will fall. And now they're going to cut out these Golems as well. 4 dead for Virtus.Pro Polar. And a disastrous fight as well. Yeah. Illidan is not alive for 90 seconds with no buyback.
And it's 400 free gold for the Drow, for the Golems, and Visage took the tier 3 bot during that with Familiars, and then resummoned the Familiars to help defend. So that was almost perfect from Goomba, I'd say. Losing only a range racks, like, that's almost nothing right now to them relative to what they could have lost it relative to what they're trying to do. They didn't get a free rush from it. This is huge, yeah. I think they maybe turned it with that fight. They might be slightly ahead now.
They got
actually, yeah, I think they
6,000
definitely
gold
are,
out of
because
that.
they've got tier 2s up in the other lanes. So now I think Polar, this is a team that wants to be on offense, and now they're going to have to play a lot of defense against Goomba.
I mean, there is no buyback, no respawn for 50 seconds coming out. I'm surprised they back up, but they don't have the rest of their team. They might just head down mid, take the tier 2 tower, and play safely. But Bot comes out from Exist. He'll continue to split push and make sure that these lanes are pushed in. Yeah. And now it's time to supplicate Virtus.Pro Polar.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden they'll get the lead.
How do you reestablish pace at this point as VPP, right? After that loss.
It's very difficult.
Very, very difficult, yeah.
They were just, I think, a bit too aggressive with the Warlock and his ult. And I know he wanted to come in and clean that up, but...
Yeah, well, first off, they didn't have the entire team together at all. Okay, this is good. Nice. They cleared out all 3 familiars, I think, or at least forced a resummon.
And
no, they cleared them out.
They're on cooldown for 40 seconds now, so.
But yeah, they split up too much, and then the Warlock just was way overconfident. Like, I'm a Scotty Warlock. How can I possibly lose in a 1v3?
Well, he lost, unfortunately. He got kited around by multiple heroes.
Turns out Scotty Warlock still isn't like.
I honestly think he might need a BKB at some point now.
I think
mean,
he should
maybe.
have gone BKB instead of Scotty. But
The Scotty is an optimistic decision, at the very
it's
least.
a very Illidan Stormrage-ish decision.
Yeah, we always talk about Illidan and his item decisions, and it's just another situation where Illidan picks up ridiculous items, but...
I mean, it's part of the charm. It's definitely an aspect of his thing.
He's quite the player. 3.3k health, not enough to survive a lot of these engagements, however. Well, the Scotty does damage, but all of a sudden, the Assault Crest, I think, helped a bit from Arman, and he's getting a bit tanky now. 4k gold also in the bank, so whatever item he wants, he can grab. They're going to need a Diffusal 2 recipe pretty soon for this Visage. He should have enough for it, and at some point, that'll be nice to have.
I mean, I guess part of his rationale was I'm slot restricted, so, like, what do I really want for my 6th slot? Like, I might as well get the most expensive thing that fits in there. But even so, I do think BKB would have done work.
It's just swag,
and
man.
honestly, like, considering how early he got this blink, like, you'd think that because he has blink, he would never be out of position for fights. And yet, there have been fights in which he's just kind of off doing something while the rest of his team is trying to take a Rax.
Yeah, that seems to be the general gist of it. They're going to Berserker's Call. They're going to get another familiar. There's one more alive. So those familiars were just resummoned, and he only has one of them for another 85 seconds. They've done a really good job of making sure that's annoying.
Yeah, that's a big part of the axe pick too. Like, it's the Crimson Guard shrugs off so much of the damage of them, and the taunt lets you just clear them out. It's huge. It really deflects the split pushing pressure a little bit.
I mean, if they had the birds now up in this tier 3 tower top lane, it's probably dead, I think.
Yeah,
for
sure, I agree.
Good.
But they've actually almost got another split pusher at the upper. Centaur is only about 1,100 gold off of his Heart, and Heart makes Centaur into a pretty legitimate tower pusher as well.
Also makes him pretty tanky. Won't be able to kill him.
Tanky, for sure.
He's just going to survive a lot of the onslaught that Virtus.Pro Polar try to take to him. So, also, next Roshan, not up for a long period of time. They just took that not too long ago, and that could be a huge item pickup. The Aegis, obviously, when it is available. Dual Scepter, Blinked, and Force Staff. Stomp on him to chill now. Do they have any follow-up? X up for Illidan. They're going to try to catch him out. Berserker's Call. Here comes a TP. They're going to pop off using that Chaotic Offering, another one going through, but no, they can't catch up in time to Stampede. Will they be able to get there? This Golem could be useless, honestly. They smoke away. Lil finds them. He's got Yule Scepter up in 2 seconds. They might only get the Visage out of this. Gosh, is like, please don't kill me. Viper Strike comes in, Berserker's Call. They finally will get the kill. And it's going to be another slam for Mag. This time, though, bottom lane, look at what's happening. Illidan has to pop up another one, and Arman in trouble taking onto one of the Golems, and Arman pops the cheese. He'll try to survive. Lil is in some trouble. He stays alive. The Aegis, though, goes. That is just going to be the Drow's Aegis, obviously. Arman trying to fight up. Magic Missile coming in. Illidan. They do lose. Another Hex coming out. He pops the Scotties off. The right click going through. Arman getting chased down. Mask of Madness. Can they get this kill? The Iron Charge absolutely exists. Comes in, though. He wants Illidan. Rearm coming in. They get the Berserker's Call. Illidan stays alive. They finally get the kill. That's a beyond godlike spree going to Mag at the end of the day.
That's huge.
Oh my gosh, that is a huge fight. He gets 1,400 gold from that fight alone.
Yeah.
Middle tower
And actually, Scotty did a lot of work in that fight. Otherwise, the Drow actually walks away and lives. It was only because the Scotty counteracted the Mask of Madness movement speed that she didn't walk away after Axe pop.
Oh my goodness.
After Aegis popped in.
Illidan.
Crazy game, yeah. The catch.
Illidan, you just survived. There's no reason for you to die here. Shadow, we're keeping him up, and Phobos does get the kill onto the Skywrath Mage. Blink, Stomp, maybe gonna go double edge. Illidan seems to be fine. He's gonna get mech'd up as well, and Blink coming out, Stomp going in. He really wants Illidan. He might get it. No double edge for 1 second. Soul Assumption, Illidan is gonna fall. They do get the kill onto the Centaur. Gosh is gonna get caught out now as well. There's action all over this goddamn map. Gosh is gonna take a spell. Triple kill for Phobos. The Viper getting involved. What's happening?
The three, the three supports of Goomba just trying to duel all the cores of Polar. Just very Yeah, optimistic, like you said earlier.
Dota 2.
Yeah, very Dota 2 for sure. I mean, they get Illidan, but it's like very low value because they didn't get him to use an ult because he didn't have it. So I don't know, probably not worth.
Golem is up in 46 seconds. That's when he has both of them. In fact, Magnum's up top lane. Second tier 2 tower going to be taken down. The third down bottom is pretty much at full health. So, again, they have taken the range Rex mid, but that melee Rex is still vulnerable. Oh, the Visage Bird's not again. They did get the courier, though. What was on that? That was some good stuff. That is a heart recipe for Phobos, a heart recipe for Mag, and a heart for Vovos and the Vitality Booster. So just 2 full hearts, I believe, coming out.
Wow,
actually.
that's actually pretty significant, because Tinker would have a ton of trouble chewing through 2 heart targets, as well as... I mean, Tinker is, because the Drow is so underfarmed, and getting more and more underfarmed relative to the other cores on the map, like, over time, the Tinker has to deliver so much more damage, and Tinker... Yeah, he can burst a hero, but when 2 or 3 of those heroes have heart, it's a different story. Oh my god, he's losing all his birds again. He just lost all the birds.
Oh my, no. 36
that is huge,
seconds.
actually. I think now VP or Polar are, like... I know I keep, like, switching who I say is ahead, but that's because it's actually a fairly back and forth game.
Yeah.
But I think Polar are pretty ahead now.
Yeah, and he doesn't have it for 30 seconds. They're going to make their go on the tier 2 tower down to the bottom lane. Illidan Stormrage, he had bots and he bots in. And he has his golems up. Ags, Refresher, R button ready to go. And they'll try to maybe split push mid here and take this tier 2 tower, but by the time they get there, they might be at the door to tier 3 if they're not careful. Butterfly has been completed for our men, so that's his decision and items to go for. Now, he does give his team a bit more right click. Will they TP back? It looks like Chill's just going to get the tier 2 tower, and everyone else is going to back away for Virtus.Pro Polar. Roshan, when is it going to spawn? We'll see here in just a moment. Come on, big money.
I mean, short is good for Polar. Long is really good for Goomba, I think.
It is 3 minutes. That is a max duration Roshan respawn.
That's definitely good for Goomba.
And so far, this has been quite the game, honestly. At the beginning, I thought Virtus.Pro Polar were going to take it based on how well Illidan was farming, but they caught up, and we talked about this a lot, but Exist getting those kills, obviously, staying involved and making sure he gets a decent time bot. So, and all of a sudden, they take a tier 3 tower top lane. I mean, Virtus.Pro Polar, they seem somewhat spread thin occasionally. And they just have to take the right fight.
They didn't at least like make a credible attempt on tier 3 bottom after they took tier 2 bottom. I think they thought that it was probably because it was because of lane positioning, because top was pretty pushed in and mid was pretty pushed in.
Yes.
But they knew that they had just killed the second set of familiars in like a fairly short amount of time. So I don't know. I think maybe they could have given it a shot.
Maybe they didn't feel comfortable with Illidan's TP being on cooldown because he just bots in bottom. I don't know. There's a number of reasons why, but
that's probably why.
And
I mean, I guess they don't want to be overly risky when they've got 2 hearts coming in like 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for them. They will be very difficult to deal with. I mean, Armin already is having trouble killing like a couple of these heroes, let alone heroes with the Hearts of Trask. And
yeah,
it really comes down to Exist being able to get his combo off and making sure he chains his hexes. So.
Yeah. And Butterfly will help split push as well. The new Flutter thing makes it like you can escape easier. With Flutter and Mask, you might even be able to get away from Scotty. I don't know.
Chill is going to get hexed up. They actually pop the golems. They're going to pop another one again. The Stamping's going to go. Swap out. That's going to save or actually get the kill for Chill. He is done. FNG getting caught out. There's going to blink back. And Exist was trying to get FNG. No such luck. In the base, they got the ranged Rex with, oh my god, the familiars. The Berserker Call comes out, and that's great. But the ranged Rex is gone in that bottom lane.
Yeah, that's very good for Goomba, I think. To trade 4 golems, so to trade the entire teamfighting potential of Polar for 1 hero, and you get a ranged Rex in the trade.
Oh boy. Gosh is going on to FNG. Pops the Shadow Word, does nothing. Illidan is actually in some trouble. Oh, here comes Magdal. He's going to jump in for Berserker's Call, but where's the follow-up? They're going to get their Earth Splitter coming in. Gosh, it will fall, but that is it. Sleep on to Exist, but they're going to turn their attention maybe to EDE. Mag has Berserker's Call, and once again, big silence coming out. Big silence from Armen. And now Mag is hexed up as well. Force forward Exist. Might have to Bloodstone deny, and he will do so. Armen now getting focused up as well. DK Phobos going to work. There's the stomp, and he is done. Buyback for every single hero is available for Goomba, and they're going to have to use it here, I believe.
Really nice fight from Polar. Mag, again, what a man, right?
Yeah, this guy's been on point with his berserker calls and slams.
I wasn't sure, but he totally just went in.
Phobos is really trying to force out that fourth buyback.
Yeah, he is.
And they use it, and Phobos is going to get forced back. Upheaval goes. Nice Yules. They force 4 buybacks. They have not lost anything. They might even get something. Where's the follow-up from Mag? BKB is going to go. Exist spinned up. If he dies again, he'll be in some trouble. Armen now getting focused down as well. Big stomp again coming out from the Elder Titan Dagon. Mag is in trouble. He's going to have to regen up. Soul Assumption. Solo. Blink. There's the Hex up. He's not done yet. Now the Dagon comes in, and they do get the kill. And Mag, the manly man himself, is going to fall. Now it looks like they will back up and proceed to maybe wait for Roshan. Is lots of buybacks forced, but no objectives taken just yet for Virtus.Pro Polar.
So yeah, they forced 4 buybacks, which is enormous. Like that is basically equivalent to having taken objectives, right? Like that's 7 minutes, well now 6 minutes, where the other team is going to be extremely leery of taking consequential team fights. The other thing is, Polar did use 1 buyback.
Yes.
But it's a buyback that costs way less than any other buyback on the map, because Warlock's item progression is done. So he cares about the cooldown, but he does not care about the money. Whereas Drow cares a lot about the money, which is why you saw her hold off her buyback for so long.
Yeah. And I mean and like you talked about Illidan buying back, he didn't have Golem either, so it wasn't the biggest deal.
Yeah, like whatever. It's almost the least costly buyback on their team.
Oh no, Armen. Oh no! Are they gonna walk into the pit? It's so low! Oh my god, Armen is in some double hex. They gotta hex him. The cheese is on the deck. He does pick up the Aegis. Chill is not getting it. And Armen, he picks up the cheese. No. Who picked that up? Was it Chill? Did he grab it? No, I think it was.
No, it's definitely somebody else.
Maybe Phobos? I'm not sure. Maybe they denied it. I can't see. Item. They denied it.
They
denied it.
That is really bad. Like, possibly game-losingly bad, because 95 seconds without 99 seconds without draft.
That is a problem. Visage Birds. Mag is gonna come with his Berserkers call them.
Yeah.
Maybe?
And they've still got 1 set of, not 2 sets. Oh, nice split push, though. This is very nice.
Yeah, this is something they've been needing to
2
do.
lanes.
All bottom lane, you'll set for coming out. Chill is gonna try to stop. I think he stopped his stomp.
They have to bring Warlock
X
back.
up. Oh no. Is he dead?
That's fine, honestly. Like,
Golem?
he's not. Oh, alright.
Oh, just refresher X.
He refresher for that? Whoa, alright.
And he golemed as well.
I mean, Citra doesn't have buyback either, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's big, but they need to get something done with this now.
Meanwhile, Tinker being Tinker.
Yeah, this is
Hashtag
the
just
issue.
Tinker things.
Yeah, it's just him pushing in to the top lane. And, well, they're going to send Illidan and DK Phobos mid. Again, Illidan has no golems for 148 seconds, and DK Phobos, well, he can do a lot, but Tinker is going to be damn annoying for both of these heroes to push into.
Yeah, actually, that was really. I mean, Sentra gave his life for not losing the game. It seems worth it.
They're going to pop the Shadow Word on DK Phobos. Viper Strike maybe is going to be used. It's going to go onto Gasha. That's a Lincoln Spear, by the way. They might take the Netherrack here, but...
This Visage in his 18k net worth.
Actually, he is far. I don't know when he got the 4 staff and the Lincoln the Diffusal too, but he's pretty farm, man.
But even so, this push is very... Without Sentra, they don't have Stampede, which is a critical tool for them against Axe and Viper. So, maybe?
BKB, DK Phobos running at Armen right now, and he's going to get forced back with her, but the 2 tower is gone. Hex up on a mag now. No swap out just yet from FNG. Stop going to exist. Now the Hex going through. Berserker's call misses for mag. And now there's going to be a air splitter going. Armen gets caught out. Slam onto one. Ghost Scepter onto the other. Mag swap out onto Armen. He might be in some trouble. He actually is going the opposite way. Mystic Flare. Big stomp coming in. And they actually get the Visage Stomp coming through. And there's so much work. Mag still hexed up. Silence now. No BKB for 37 seconds. Phobos is still on the front lines. Taking away at this Rax. They do blip it up. Mag taken up. Please help me. He finally falls. Double kill for ED, and they get Phobos as well.
Yeah.
Good hold.
And they only got the one mid melee. They didn't even get the bottom melee, which is what they tried to go for afterwards.
This game is hard for Virtus.Pro. This is a difficult game.
I think this game is hard for both teams.
Oh no, Illidan, he TP'd up on the low ground. He was hexed up. They had vision. He blinks away. He'll still live, but they actually are forced to buy back in the Elder Titan, so if the top lane isn't pushed in, they lose another range for Axe. They're still chasing after Illidan. What a juke! Oh my god. Barry Sanders breaking ankles daily. Jesus.
Yeah, those jukes were actually pretty fierce. And that's very important for sure. Because does he have buyback? No, he doesn't. It's not cooldown. So that death could have been... Alright, yeah, Centaur's doing the center thing. He's pushing the one lane that has a tower. Very, very smart.
This is maybe disastrous. Buyback from Phobos. They have to leave. Massive Madness still has Stampede in 3, 2, 1. Not going to get out. Stomp. Viper Strike. Now the Stampede comes in. Exist is on the front lines as well. As he Dagans and hexes up DK Phobos. That small little piglet trying to get out as fast as his little legs can carry him. FNG in the top lane pushes them back. And this is... Yeah, you're right. There's literally no buybacks in this game.
The entire... Nobody on the map has buyback. That's crazy to me.
I don't even know who's going to win this game, honestly. It's so close at this point because of, like, what's the split push, the rat, if you will, from Goomba. This could be their first Tinker win, man.
Yeah, right? I'm kind of believing. Like, it could still definitely go either way. I think it's crazy how aggressive they're being given that they don't have buybacks. Like, neither team has any buybacks. A lot of teams would just chill for 6 minutes. Like, we are not crossing the river. We're just gonna ward it and chill out.
The CIS Dota, though, man, you can't chill. You gotta run at people. That's what I would do. Mag's gonna get a hefty sum of gold from killing these creeps quickly and just push out the bottom lane. And the thing is, they can't even go for Roshan because that was just taken as well. Rule comes in. Melee Rax has been hit up. And the good old Visage bird, I'm gonna try to take your base.
He resummoned him, I think.
Yeah, he did. He's up top now, and they need to kill this Visage. That's the issue.
They do, or they at least need to like clear the birds with the long cooldown. Or it's gonna be again, yeah. It's very difficult for Polar to find the right pace to actually take the game. Like in a straight up fight with all the cooldowns up, they crush. They crush, but
Mag is into trouble. Silence comes in. CP from Phobos. BKB from Mag gets it off, and now everyone has to leave. Stampede goes yet again. Golem now. Berserker's called. Gasha, this is what we were talking about. Double Golem coming out. They're chasing after Armen. He's up in the air. Have they even killed Gasha yet? Now they do. It's going to be Mag getting the kill. Back to Armen. He's done as well. No buybacks for 100 seconds, it looks like. And they won't have them anyways, I don't believe.
Birds almost took the melee during that time.
They do kill one of them. There's one left. Phobos, get it. Right clicking down. He did it. No more. And now Exist getting caught out. No, it's Mag actually getting caught out as the Dagon refresher. Rather, the rearm coming in. Is he dead? Stop. Oh, they missed it, but the Berserker's call goes regardless. He does have buyback, thankfully, on the Radiant side.
Yeah.
He would
that
pop
would
it
be
off.
game otherwise, I think.
Yeah, had he not had that, it's probably it. The Golem's going to get sent top. They'll try to push this lane out as best as possible. It's got to be go time if you are Virtus.Pro Polar. You've got to try to find something here.
This is the thing with Warlock, though, right? Like, you feel so weak without those chaotic offerings.
Phobos, what are you doing, man?
Also that...
No buyback. I mean, I guess he's going to hex up if he kills Exist here. Force out, Stampede, he's going to live. That People doesn't connect. Mag is chasing after EDE. Battle Hunger. Berserker's Call is about to go stop. Silences him up, actually. Gets the kill. Chop. And you're not silenced. Chop him! No, I can't.
Well, he was... He had Ghost Sceptered, so...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's true. No. Either way, though, they have to go back and now Exist. Can they kill him this time? Stomp is up, but here comes Chill to save the day. Illidan is dead. He does have buyback. He's going to pop it. Little's trying to man up. Now they take it. Ethereal Blade. Earth Splitter exists. Magic Missile. FNG gets the kill. He is dead for 85 seconds, but Armen and Gasha are both back and alive. Mag is going to go to the base bottom. Blink Stomp. Mag has BKB. He's going to have to use it. He will do so. He'll try to TP out. And he's going to make it.
So,
oh my god, man. 61 minutes in.
I don't think Polar is going to win before Tinker is back up. So, actually, I would say that those last fights signified almost nothing if they don't win on this push. Oh, here comes the Scotty Warlock, though.
This is going in on Chill, but look at the tankiness that is the Centaur Runner Force.
Good? Oh, what a blink.
Illidan is making some plays out. God, Stampede is such a short cooldown. He literally just pops it every single time.
And it's so good against Warlock, because Warlock is such a set-piece fighter.
Gasha's actually just fine. These spins are doing literally nothing. He has 24 armor from Gravekeeper's Cloak.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I mean, yeah, like this, he's so farmed. He's got 2 sets of boots, so he's got like a mini heart from the Tranquils, and obviously boots of travel. And then he's got Lincoln's diff 2 Ags. It's crazy. Force. He's caught up to the Drow, which is funny.
Like, at this point, it almost feels like Virtus.Pro Polar should not lose this game with how it's gone, but the split push has just been, oh, Chill's gonna get hexed. He doesn't...
Oh, okay, does he have Stampede?
No, it's on cooldown for like 15 seconds. He's dead.
That's actually big. Does he have buyback? I think he used it, right?
He did. No, he has it.
Okay, he's gonna have to buyback. That's a significant kill, I would say.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the buybacks are just refreshing, and it's like we're going, in a circle almost. Just buybacks all over the place. They're going to try to defend bottom. Central will be up, and he will have Stampede at that point.
Maelstrom? Alright, that's good.
That Ranger Axe is taking some damage. Is it going to die? They finally focused the right target, realizing they might not get the melee one if they go for it. Buyback from the Centaur. Glyph finally pops. Golem's gonna go. Hex is up on the RMN. BKB pops the mag. He's gonna jump in, and RMN is dead. He buys back immediately. Gasha and EDE, they're back into their base now. Chill getting right-clicked by DK Phobos. He will not have buyback. The Ghost Scepter, the Ethereal Blade coming out. A huge play keeping him alive. Gasha will not be so lucky. RMN is dead with no buyback for him. Virtus.Pro Polar finally overrunning the base, but they're losing Raxus in the process. The top lane of Raxus is gone. Mid lane is getting right-clicked down. Even when they get a victory,
oh my god,
they can't get anything else.
That's so abusive.
Double kill for Exist on the backside as they picked up Elder Titan. Berserker's Call, they take down a couple of the birds, and they stop the bleeding. So let's see here. Set of Rax top is gone, tier 3 gone mid, range Rax is gone bottom. So they are one building up ahead.
Yeah, they are one. That is a great way to put it, Mont. They are one building ahead in the game. So, as good as that looked, the game has gone on so long that the Drow Visage has just become extremely strong with the completion of the Butterfly, and I don't know, man. And there's still, this game is 65 minutes long, and almost nobody has buyback. To be fair, it's not because they aren't using it. 7 people's buybacks are on cooldown. 2 don't have enough money, and the bench has it.
What a dumb draft coming out from Goomba. I mean, this
right?
draft is just so... It seems so stupid, but at the same time it works, and you have to give him credit for playing it well.
And you, like, for what it's worth, Polar picked the Warlock into Centaur, and that is really hard to play, because Warlock is extremely based on the fight taking place in one preset location. And his only thing that forces the fight to take place there is a slow, which Stampede directly counters. It's amazing he's done as well as he has in getting set-piece fights, right? Like,
yes. I gotta say, Elden has played so freaking well.
Yeah, like, it took them an hour plus to get to one fight that looks the way that you would expect, like, the fight with the Warlock team to look.
If there's one thing I've learned over the past couple of weeks watching Virtus.Pro Polar, especially in Dota Pit, it's just that Illidan's actually amazing at Dota.
He is, he's epic.
They're gonna go to Roshan and Aegis. This could be it. Assault Dross now finally done for the Axe. Finally. This Rosh is taking a lot longer than they would like, even with Wave of Terror. They have the MKB also on Phobos. Who is this? It's gonna be Illidan getting it. He has something on the ground. I can't... It's his blink, okay.
AC is really good, actually. The fact that the aura counteracts Drap's aura is actually gonna reduce her DPS so much.
These Visage Birds alive again?
Yeah, sure are. I mean, they never died because he resummoned them while they were killing them previously.
Oh my gosh. This is literally defending the Ancient at this point, if you are Virtus.Pro Polar. Actually, for both squads, really.
Yeah. He's got it up in so it's
Swap?
Still...
That's awkward. FNG. Exist just actually leaves. He needed a magic missile, and he just didn't do it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, so there are 4 travels at this point, just on Dire, right? So actually that constricts Tinker's ability to make unexpected things happen a lot. And of course it's also...
Oh no, Arman just get caught out. Stomp's gonna go. He doesn't have buyback. Berserker's Soul doesn't connect. Berserker going in. Stampede stuns him up and he's dead. Slams him down. ADE, he's gonna get caught out as well. He should fall here. He does have to go, so he's dead. He's just gonna get right-clicked.
Nice. Good catches. Again, that's the really, really good mobility. Just tons of travels on the map.
Gasha now gonna get caught. No, he force staffs across the river and stays alive. Bottom Raxes though, goodbye, maybe. FNG looking for the birds. Melee Rax still alive. They're desperately trying to take this.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder to snipe melee. And like, how many times is the axe? Like, they would have gotten megas 50 times over if there wasn't an axe.
If this axe wasn't in this game is probably over. Top lane, they're gonna catch out. Phobos stomp goes in. They're gonna keep hexing him up. Pops the Manta and BKB, but he's gonna die regardless. But what can they get on the back end? Double golems now coming out. Bodsid coming from the axe. Who can he find? Gosh is the first, but he wants exist. Now, can he get this kill? He's not getting any single calls. BKB's at the right time. Exist now. Ethereal blades it up. He jams, but it's not in range.
Oh, no.
And he TP's out as well. You've got to be freaking kidding me.
That's so funny.
You'll set today at least will get chill. Looks like maybe not Stampede for. He has that up again. Unbelievable.
I think Visage, all he has to do is take the melee right now. It should be easy.
He has 2 birds. The third is dead, I believe. He just take the melee.
They have backdoors, so never mind.
Yeah, they actually pushed out all the lanes. Very nice.
Yeah, the lanes being pushed is actually enormous.
And they're gonna, with 3 golems, head to the top lane and try to make this here. The Ethereal Blade taking one of the 4 golems. They're gonna take the other one. Stomp coming in. Mag's looking for Exist. He's gonna find it, but what about Illidan? Shadow Word is up. Exist is getting right click down. He will have buyback. He's gonna have to use it. And now Chill is getting caught as well. Mag with the double damage room going to work, spinning like he's a damn dancer. And
oh, they don't see Illidan. Oh,
Mag is dead. Mag is dead, but they do keep Illidan alive. Mag actually has no buyback, by the way. 120 seconds and he's down.
They lost vision of the, like, 16 HP Warlock.
Well, they could have gotten both, but no such luck. They also get the Rex bottom.
If you have to get one, you'd actually rather take Axe, because Warlock already blew his load for 3 minutes.
Yeah, so there's no real need to kill Illidan, and with Axe being down for another 100, dead for 100 seconds, man, just dead for 100 seconds, ridiculous.
As if 100 seconds means anything on the time scale of infinity that is this game. So I mean,
literally
that
never
was a very
ending.
bad bet for Polar, right? Because they lost a building, so now they're 0 buildings ahead. And in building Dodo, being down a building is actually, I guess, let's say that they're down a building and a half because they don't have a tier 3 mid.
That's right.
So because of that.
They almost got a kill on the Phobos, swap back out, Chills, and he's Magic Missile. He does have the Blade Meld up. He's got a Killer on him now. The Ethereal Blade, Phobos, they do Hex Up Exist. People get canceled immediately. Will has to buy back, and without Mag, who's been, I think, the star player, they do hold somehow.
Wow, they held without Golem. That's a big deal.
And Gosh just CB's bottom resummons his familiars, and that's it. They're not really committing to this push anymore. We are on track for another 10 minutes of this game, my friend.
Easily, I think, right? Because Polar only really wants to fight when they have golems, and it seems like even the golems aren't usually enough to end games right now. But if one team, I don't know what the end game is.
They need more kills like that, that's for damn sure.
That's definitely not it, right? Like, Venge has buyback and is also almost irrelevant.
Yeah,
actually,
she's
killing
Venge
hurts their death push because of Venge.
He sold an Aghanim Scepter, or he might be on the Courier, I think is more than likely. He pops up 1 golem, and he's just trying to fight as best as possible with the MKB. They don't kill anybody yet. FNG does buy back. Hex up on the DK Phobos. EDE is getting some right-click damage on him, but that is kind of an awkward fight. And
it's just
he did sell his
Stampede
axe.
on one team gets them out of everything, and Axe's Taunt is getting them out of all the split pushing on the other team.
Yes. And Axe is alive, by the way, which is huge. Yeah. So yeah, Illidan sold his.
Is like one bird peck away.
I mean, I don't think this game is over until that melee Rax falls. And then at that point, I don't even know if it's over because you still are two racks down.
What about when Warlock ditches his boots for Mjolnir?
At that point, I think the game is over for Virtus.Pro Polar because he's going full Warlock mode, I suppose, full Illidan mode. I don't know, man. He's sold his axe for NKB. Probably sells his refresher at some point in time.
Did he actually sell it? It's not on.
I don't see it. It's not on the Courier. It's not in the base. He sold that thing.
Because, like, it's kind of a good point because the golems are dying really fast and there's still, like, diffusal charges left on Visage.
Yeah, he's still right place. Big stomp coming from Chibble. Where's the follow-up? I've asked that a lot. Swap back out. Chill's going to get Magic Missile. Phobos is going to Viper Strike him. Hex is up. And will Chill have buyback? That's the question. He does. Net style onto Phobos, and Gosh is going to get caught out. Visage actually has so much armor, but it's not going to save him. Maybe. Refresher Golem, it's going to be huge. The stun's going to be enough to bring down Gasha. Upheaval onto everybody. It seems like they're pushing Arman and the rest of the squad back. Vicious does not have buyback. Illidan jumps in, hexes R-Man. He's dead. He does have buyback. Chill is already brought back. They're pushing them into the base. Can Virtus.Pro Polar finally finish this game off? All of their lanes seem to be in an okay position. The tier 3 is gone mid, but the Raxes are still safe. Tier 3 top, dead. They jump in. Berserker's Call. R-Man can't afford to die here. Mystic Flare. Ghost Scepter up on R-Man. The Ethereal Blade going to work. Now they do get one. The Earth Splitter does go off, but they get the kill on Lil, who does not have buyback. It is Mega Creeps finally for Virtus.Pro Polar, but is that enough? I honestly don't know. Phobos now in trouble. He does have buyback. BKB, TP. He is going to live and TP home. Tier 4 towers now getting assaulted. Virtus.Pro Polar have not broken their backs yet, but goddamn, are they close?
I mean, unlike a lot of things in this game, Megas definitely does matter, right? Like their wave clear is not amazing. Like they have March, which is not that great against Megas. They do have the Mjolnir on Centaur. They can probably make a Mjolnir on Drow if they really want.
Oh my lord.
They're close to Megas is the other thing. Like if they could get Megas, then you've got Megas versus Megas. And if they get Megas in the next couple of minutes, you know, it'll be more or less balanced again. But they gotta get Megas like super soon. I don't see how they do this with defending Megas.
It's gonna be tough. They're pushing that mid, and you talked about a death push, and it's 3 versus. At some point, I think it's probably gonna be 3 versus 4 here, and this is very difficult because neither of these heroes have buyback. These 3 heroes, I should say, for Virtus.Pro Polar do. I mean, neither of the dead heroes have buyback.
I mean, it could happen. Maybe.
This could be it. Somehow Goomba can turn this around. They're going to go in. Exist pops a BKB. X's up onto Illidan. He can't afford to die, but he does, and he has to buy back immediately, and will do so. Mag now, BKB's up, and he's looking for something, but they are overrunning them. They take the range racks, and on the backside, they're going to catch out DK Phobos. He's going to get hexed up yet again. Phobos is getting chased down, and he takes him down. They'll have to buy back as well. They will catch out one. They get the kill onto that Centaur. Pops the BKB. They're looking for Gasha. No, you're too far forward. Gasha, he's going to defuse himself and make sure he gets away. Mag can't blink in time. He was about to, but he get cock-shotted. Battle Hunger going in. He's going to have, of course, the Grave Chill on the other side of things. They catch out EDE. He's donezo. Looking for Gasha. Blink. Berserker's Call goes, and Gasha. Shiva's Guard. He is done. No, the Lincoln Sphere. Okay, he's still dead anyways, but Melee Rax is not dead. Exist was trying to backdoor it or take it down, but they're going to catch him out. Maybe TP. Wave of Terror. No! Mag misses, but the swap! The swap from FNG! The Hex now up on the Lil, and the Exist is trying his best as possible to survive. Another Hex Dagon. Lil is going to fall, but he can't blink. FNG is stuck. He is literally stuck. Illidan hexes him up. Exist is going to die. No buyback, and that has to be it. They're going to bots right to the mid lane. And Virtus.Pro Polar, after a marathon of a 75-minute game, they're going to clean this one up, take the tier 4 towers, and take the Ancient.
What a game. That was very, very wild game. I'm trying to think about that last fight. Maybe just all in on the melee, right? No, but they didn't have buybacks either, so if the Viper kills you all, it's not worth it. Very, very tough game for both teams, but in the end, Polar did win.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was wild. Definitely very wild. Well played to Exist, but even that performance, which I think was very, very good, was not enough to make Tinker a winning hero.
0-5, man. 0-5 on Tinker, and he gave his best possible.